first time I meet my wife is during the junior seniors prom in Albay. I asked my wife to dance with me. At first, she was hesitant, but my personality is really a very resilient person. And finally, she said yes. It's almost 3 years. And during the time, we become closer and closer. But I was thinking that I think there was disapproval from her parents because of
You're leaving.
I am leaving, so we didn't get married.
While he was away, somebody wants to marry me. So I am a very spiritual person. So when I prayed to give me a sign that whoever writes me this within this week, that's the right person. And surprisingly, he never write me for the whole year. I received a letter from him. So I said, that's the sign from the infant Jesus.
The feeling is there no matter what. You cannot hide it. You have to be true to yourself. Because I don't want to regret for the rest of my life. I could have married her in the United States. But it's not that. It's always thinking of her.
That was the best choice. I made a good choice.
How I met my wife, it was really during one of the it's a club competition in Manila. She caught my attention, the way I look at her, the way she cooks, and he's one of the one of the outstanding female contestant there.
And so the first time you asked her out, did she say yes?
No, of course not.
She has lots of questions why I wanted to take her out, where to go, what we're going to do.
The difficulty, because I did not know how to speak Tagalog. I was Visayan, and I had to talk to Rudy in English. Which is not also very good English, but at least we understand each other. When you're in love, even you don't speak very good, but you will understand each other so well.
It's just like your feelings understand most.
Yeah.
It's not the words what you say, but the feelings.
It's the action. Was that right?
This is a story of boy meets girl. The boy, Ron Manuel of Milpitas, California, grew up believing that true love comes from commitment and time. This belief stemmed from parents who loved each other, despite his father's long-winded stories and his mom's pleas to stop, and a strong sense of loyalty from the Silver Knights, his pee-wee football team. The girl, Jeanine Odena of Milpitas, California, believed something a little different. Growing up watching Coming to America, she hoped one day her prince would find her and would shower her with rose petals. Her parents were opposites, but had a really solid relationship. even when Jimmy, her father, would ask Lourdes, her mother, to pull his finger. Ron met Jeanine September 19, 1994. Little did he know that this girl with the sweaty face and blue braces would be the woman he'd spend the rest of his life with. This is a story of boy meets girl, and you should know up front, it's a pretty long story.
Why don't you tell me about your weekend?
Oh, but San Diego was pretty nice. Looked like I got this little
like you had fun.
San Diego crispy, like...
Some brown skin.
It's nice. It's nice. If we ever want to move out there, I would...
Let's go move out
jump
there.
out there. Yeah. Right? Or we could just quit our jobs now and just move to, like, Italy or something. And
Yeah, that's realistic.
I know. Ain't that romantic?
I'm gonna move to
And
France.
crazy? France? I'm okay with France.
It's because you went there when it was raining. You have to go there again.
It wasn't what I thought it would be from, like, the movies that you see, and the pictures you see on TV. But yes, definitely got to go there when it's sunny, not raining. Okay? First time I met Jeanine, freshman year, 1994, in front of the library during a blood drive. She came over wearing a white V-neck shirt, and I thought she was really cute, and she was really sweaty. I remember her smiling, and she had these big, beautiful blue braces, and I was in love.
And I remember looking at Ron thinking, okay, here's some quiet, shy guy that I can totally, take advantage of and have him switch seats with me. My good friend Michelle was behind him, and I wanted to talk to Michelle.
I think I probably said no.
Which surprised me. But I was like, all right, so maybe he's not this pushover kind of guy. And so I knew Ron was really shy. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go and wait for him up on, the hill right before his Spanish class, and I'm going to ask him to the dance.
Homecoming was coming up, didn't know what to wear. Took all the money I had in the bank and rented a tuxedo for the first time. And wanted to impress Jeanine, and I think she was pretty impressed.
I was getting ready at my friend Lynn's house, and Lynn comes back in the room and she's like, Ron's here, and he looks so cute, he's wearing a tux, which was so out of the ordinary because nobody wore a tux at one of those dances. It was more for proms or something like that.
It was fun, but at the same time I was scared because I didn't know how to dance. And
Elle just looked at me like, what, Ron's going to dance? I never seen Ron dance, and I was like, oh no.
If I want to impress this girl, I better go out there and dance.
He would dance with me. I made him put on this stupid dorky Burger King crown, and he wore it the whole night.
One day, I was going to tell her that I liked her. She came over to work.
And so I got Ron, I got a hold of him, it was just me and him, and I told him, I was like, I wanted to tell you something, I like you, and I was really nervous at the time, so I think I just mumbled it out and I was really quiet about it.
I think what she told me was, I don't like you, Ron.
He kind of just looked at me, and I felt so stupid because he looked at me and he was just like, oh, okay, and then he walks away. And then I'm thinking, okay, I told him that I liked him and he just doesn't do anything.
And I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm so devastated. This girl all this time didn't like me. Me and Jeanine still kept on hanging out and talking on the phone for several hours and became a couple, but at the same time, I didn't really ask her out, so I wanted to make it official.
On Valentine's Day, he was super cute, and I think he really wanted to ask me out, but he couldn't because he had a high fever. He had the flu that day.
February 1996. I remember that was a date that we were going to be a couple.
We were on the phone together as we usually were, and it was midnight. I remember 11-ish, late at night, and he was like, oh, I just want to ask you something. And I'm like, yeah, what is it? And I was all nervous and giddy and stuff. And he's like, would you be my girlfriend?
And I asked her out, and that's when we started. So the question is...
Jones started.
What took so long?
You can start.
Okay, well, for me, I don't really think it was a long time.
17 years.
17 years, but you know, the way I think about it is just, I think it took a while just because the way we worked out.
I think what made it challenging was because when you're with someone, the same person since you're 15, just because you're together for a certain amount of time doesn't mean this is the next step. It's really like we wanted to be really sure.
And you know, there's a lot of things I've seen you do for other people and as well as for me, and I think that was the most beautiful thing, is watching you grow and become something even better than, you know, when I first met you.
I know for me, one of the quality that I love most about you is your heart. And I think that's like something I knew before, but it's different when you're little because you can just see little things. But I think through 17 years, I've seen just like the man who you've become and how great you are, and you're just so genuine. You're like that with everybody. You're like that with me. I feel like you always accept me with anything and everything, and I know that you always stand by me with everything that I do, and I think that's so important and something that I value.
After 17 years, knowing that we could work through everything, work together, I think it was beautiful.
And so I feel like this is the time to do it.
Give me a reason to fall in love. Take my hand and let's dance. Give me a reason to make me smile, 'cause I think I forgot how. I wanna fall asleep with you tonight. I wanna know that I am safe when you hold me tight. I wanna feel how I wanna feel forever. Girls need attention and boys need us, so let's make everybody glad that they have each other in each other's arms. Oh, let's make everybody glad.